Good
I'm
morning.
ready.
Yeah. Oh, so you must have put a a community post that I was having power issues last night, huh?
Yes, I did. I
Ah.
said it had a rainbow, and I said if Scott's power comes back on, you'll see us. So you've
Yeah.
all been sitting there on tenterhooks, wondering if we were coming through or not.
But yeah, it was about 3 hours. Power was off. Really windy. Got probably like 3 inches in an hour.
Hmm.
Like Gene said too, yeah, there was a church that went down um, in Argyle, Wisconsin, and I guess she mentioned Janesville too. I didn't see that report, but we had tornado warnings out, but no, I didn't see any drop.
Well,
The news I seen, but yeah,
were you out looking for them, Scott? Were you being a tornado storm? That's got to be the stupidest profession ever.
good morning, Mandy. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
So yeah, a little bit of scare last night of sorts.
Anglo, this is for Anglo, who's in Finland. Were your ears burning yesterday? Because a woman who came to my grandchildren's birthday party played women's basketball in Finland. Where she's talking all about Finland and how much she loved it. And I said, I know someone over there, but I only know her stage name on chat, so I can't help you much.
What's not to like about Finland?
I know. Now she's going to go back and do the Scandinavian tour next year with a couple of friends and visit the people she played with in basketball over there.
Neato.
It can, I say. So,
After high school, I played in a international tournament in Ireland.
oh,
That's the only time I've been there, but that was a lot of fun.
mm-hmm.
It rained a lot, but very beautiful.
Yeah.
Kiss the old Blarney Stone. It's fascinating how they made those castles and whatnot.
Oh, I know. They're gorgeous.
Just gorgeous.
Even the ones that are falling down are gorgeous.
Oh no. Tornado watch in New England.
Yeah, that's working on it because that's an area that doesn't get them very often.
Karen, Finland is awesome. Welcome to NATO.
Yes.
And I guess we're building some troops over there, whatnot, along that 800-mile border of Russia.
Well, that's the largest one they got. Anglo lives on the other side of the country from the Russian border, though.
So, well, got 3 questions starred.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Can I say something that's so I don't forget about it?
go.
Tomorrow is the second anniversary of the Dobbs decision. And there's a lot of groups around the country that are having marches and walks or sick outs for work and different things like that. I don't know about participating in a sick out for work. I'm not going to do a show or anything tomorrow, but I just think people should be aware of it because it's certainly not getting covered on the local news. Since I have one of those, I live in one of those cities where Spectrum has a Sinclair station.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, sweet darling. It's the same old rhetoric.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsey Graham's on the show this morning.
Mm-hmm.
News, saying the same kind of rhetoric.
Was
And
Matt Gaetz on talking about his kind of rhetoric?
I Venmo no.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the Republican way and the Trump way to push out fear to people.
Telling everybody's going to get raped down the street, and they're sitting there in the Congress. He's trying to show pictures of the girls he played with that weekend.
Manifest for the week. Let's start on something good. Let's do
Okay.
this. Let's do this first
Sure.
instead of getting into the darkness of
The nasty stuff.
Lindsey Graham and the evil orange Caligula.
Yep.
Manifest for the week. Spirit energy, we should manifest for the week. Peace, light, and energy to the MAGA folk in your life to see the light. That's what it feels like. Send your MAGA friends and relatives loving energy to see the light of their mistake. Release the Kool-Aid. Oh.
Ooh. Okay, something's going to happen this week that's going to be interesting. Do you want me to go or you want to go?
Go ahead.
Okay. I've got.
I'm feeling 4, so.
This is the 3 of Ariel. That's the 3 of coins. This means that there are things we can all work on and towards, and I feel it's even stronger because we have the Knight of Raphael, which is the Knight of Cups, which is good, positive energy. If we can hold our own good, positive energy and keep pushing it forth, that could be helpful. We've also got, for some of us who've been waiting for something like maybe a Supreme Court decision, the 9 of Ariel said this is the week that it could happen. But keep it in mind that there's all sorts of good things you can manifest around yourself and to be helped and to serve your life with gratitude, to understand all the blessings you have around yourself and spread that energy out, because when you're feeling blessed, other people will feel blessed when they're around you. Because at the end of this week, Scott, justice.
Oh, goody.
So, and that also means, justice also means balance. And that means for us, fight for justice and equality. Rulings are being made in your favor. Don't give up. So this is all hold positive thinking for yourself. And I get tired sometimes and read it. If you only think positively, everything will come out for you. But I think that if you do hold more positive thoughts and turn away from the things that are set up to discourage you, like Scott and I were discussing earlier, the people we know that have fallen into the dark pit at the end of the hallway that's known as MAGA, it's all their own hates and fears. And this is a time we've been told that whether we get what we think, you get what you think is coming towards you. And it's like I had to go in and tell Facebook to quit sending, YouTube to quit sending me videos of people who find dogs half dead on the side of the road. I just really can't.
Yeah, I usually hit that not interested thing and whatever, why, Yeah, that's kind of weird how they would send you that.
Well, I watched some of the kitten rescue ones, and then all of a sudden, man, they're a lot meaner to dogs, I tell you. And I realized a lot of these, the only way these things could be done is if the people have staged them, to get all the pictures I need. So they're just making money off the pain. So I just, that's what I did. I went not interested.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, hold good positive thoughts. This is really where we need to keep ourselves for the week in the 10 of Cups.
Okay,
what you get?
I pulled four. Most of them are coins of autumn. I think we're using the same deck.
Yeah.
And then one cup. Wasn't that card a wand? Isn't
Mine
Raphael?
are Raphael. I have the archangels. You've got the other deck.
Oh,
We've
you got.
got we've got the wisdom.
Oh yeah, you got the
Yeah.
archangel. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway,
In case you all don't know, guys, we're talking about Radley Valentine decks.
yeah, yeah. It was. It's either this one or this one.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it starts off with a five of autumn, which is a five of coins. We all go through struggles at some point of not having a balanced checkbook or a balanced. We need to see the doctor because our substance isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
You got those challenging times. So then I move into eight of autumn, which is the eight of coins, and that's the consistent hard work, continually improving yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, long-term outlooks.
Right.
Those struggles make us better, and we
Right.
continually work on things. And then we come to the nine of autumn, and that's when all the balance comes together. You get your rewards. You see the light at the end of the rainbow. You cherishing your times, you cherishing what you've learned. And then I come to the eight of summer, which is the eight of cups, and that's your desires for something better. You're walking away. You're
Mm-hmm.
seeing what's good in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So all these little things that happen all lead up to realizing what we need to keep good
Mm-hmm.
and stay in that nine of autumn, the nine of coins, the cherishing times. The eight of cups, the eight of summer card says the desire to move for a more meaningful life,
Mm-hmm.
realizing when it's time to move on,
Mm-hmm.
choosing to make major life changes.
A lot of times in the Eight of Cups, they'll be carrying one cup and leaving the others behind because they found what they really need.
It's just always a sense of, our struggles aren't for just to piss us off,
Mm-hmm.
They're all learning lessons.
And sometimes they're just there to piss you off.
No, that's just traffic.
Oh, I don't do traffic.
Sweet darling, that's nonsense.
Oh
I
dear.
don't know. I don't know what they're getting by putting this out there to the universe.
I tell you what, they're not getting many black votes.
No, they are not at all getting that votes. I see so many clips of videos. They aren't fooled. These black women are not fooled.
No, black women are the warning system in American politics. They really are. Wherever you see them running over to, that's a place you really ought to be because they to have survived in many parts, well, where I live down in Texas, not this generation all comes from a generation that remembers what survival really took. They can see them a mile away.
Yeah, it is an algorithmic weird thing. You search something on YouTube, and then you're getting ads for that thing.
Yeah, but they send me. I get Spanish mail. I really don't understand that.
Speaking of Spanish, Christine gets Spanish-speaking advertisements, and she don't speak it.
Or Portuguese. Well,
Yeah. Good morning, Kathy D. Okay, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything here. Quick.
I can't help you. I told Scott my mouse died. My rollerball mouse died, and I don't do that keypad thing very well. So
Good morning, Judy Hayes. Deanne's wondering, what, you don't like roadkill stew?
no, I don't like to see anything portrait or
Oh, found one for Cece. Okay. Yeah, you talk a little bit, you look up, you missed like 5 questions. Okay. Question for MAGA family. Are you aware of its contents of Project 2025? Most are not aware of 2025 because you'd have to do a Google search. I did send, it was in Facebook, and I told a Facebook friend, the woman used to babysit my children when they were young. You know, she was doing the normal MAGA stuff. And I said, please just Google Project 2025. She messaged back, yeah, that's pretty scary. And then she liked my comment finally. So if you can get them this to read, it could be a hopeful thing. Cool there, Karen.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, it's 900 pages. It's as long as the Mueller report. So
Yeah, good luck on getting them. Can't read them. Get them to read 3 pages. So,
but usually there's a highlight when you Google it. The top 10 is bad enough. Okay. Endangered whales. Fin whales.
Are those Finnish whales, or are those?
Someone got a license
kind of whale
for 128. Wow. If they're endangered, how could someone get a license? That's not cool.
Why do they need whales? I mean, they used to need them to get whale oil and to get corsets for women, get bone corsets for women, unless it's a MAGA thing and they're going to try to put us in corsets again. Why would you need them? Fin whale is a kind of whale. They're in Alaska.
Does it say if they're endangered?
Yep. It's in extinction status. It's not extinct, but it's at a high risk.
Deb's saying they were natives and were granted license.
Okay, they're endangered in the Pacific and they're thriving in the Atlantic, off the New Jersey coast. But it says they're not endangered. And this article's from the Woods Hole Oceanographic, which is a good place.
Not totally understanding, but let's see if there's anything big about this.
It says that they've been endangered in the past because they kept running into the commercial boats that were out whaling. Does not speak well for the whales.
The current energy isn't bad. I'm getting the 10 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Fool. It's not a terrible toss there. 10 of Cups is all about your family, your home, being good. The Hierophant is governmental authority. The Fool may be an overreach, but it's like taking a risk. In the end, I have Knight of Pentacles. That could be the offer. Granting a license. Nine of Cups is a celebration. 6 of Swords, going out and hunting. 3 of Pentacles, creating something. So It feels like it's a good thing for some kind of harvest or something.
Well, like I said in that one article, it said they have a lot of trouble in the Pacific, but they're thriving. And Iceland also gives away licenses to fish whales. Well,
The cards don't tell me it's a bad
I
thing.
don't see it as a dire thing. That I don't think it's going to wipe them out. I think it is, from what I read in that, it was, and it's in the Atlantic where there's tons of them. Not tons, but
Okay. English. Iceland also gives licenses to fish whales.
hmm
Yeah. It just feels like you gotta trust the government what they're doing there. Ugh, icky.
what?
Any more states gonna follow Louisiana? Bring back the dark ages in spite of their fellow man. 10 Commandments. Well, Louisiana's already on a dark path. They rank about last in everything.
Yeah, we always say thank God for Louisiana, so Texas isn't at the bottom. Used
It's
to be Mississippi, but Mississippi's gotten a little bit better.
it's funny, but not.
It's not.
Yeah, all these poor souls living in poverty and have to struggle through this. But
Well, when Louisiana did turn down $78 million from the federal government, that was for poor kids' food programs because they don't need the federal government handing them out money. But you do not see them sending back the money back for building roads and things, do you?
yeah, I'm not sure of the number. I think it's like 24, but there's many red states that turned away that money.
hmm
Barron Trump and Bitcoin stuff.
Oh God.
Okay. Um, the 10 Commandments has been shot down in every other time it's been brought up to be forced
Why
on.
don't they? If they're going to put it up, why don't they put it up in Hebrew?
He can't read it.
And that's fine, but that's the language it was in.
Oh, Gene's saying like treaty rights,
Okay.
like the Northwoods, they give First Peoples because they're the gatekeepers.
Okay.
That's what it felt, something like that for use or
hmm
um. See, I don't see that I don't think that 10 Commandments thing's gonna go anywhere. It'll be challenged over that people are already suing. In Florida, just
What kind of bears do they have in Florida?
I know, right? Oh yeah, that's right. I did see that. Something about bears and something else.
I know they have like panthery sort of giant cats out in the swamps.
Oh no, the post I read is something about Florida passed a law to kill bears, but DeSantis vetoed something else that would have been helpful. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I just laugh when people say, "Oh, DeSantis would have been a much better candidate." In many senses, he's worse.
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
I mean, I was chatting. I was chatting with another friend, and it's like this election. Well, 2020 was pretty wild too, but this election is like any other election. You look at the candidates from the past. There's no craziness and felony of anyone. Mitt Romney was thinking about dropping out because he said something wrong.
Because he put his dog on the top of the car.
Yeah, it's like, and oh my God, and people are giving Trump a pass for 34 felonies. No, stop worrying. Trump is not going to win in November. Not even close.
Well, he DeSantis cost Florida $12 billion in
Oh,
agribusiness.
billion. 12 billion.
Billion with a B.
And then he lost to Disney.
Mm-hmm. The
People
mouth beat him up.
people are continuously suing him for him firing people. Okay.
And he still doesn't know how to smile.
Killing bears. Overturned. I don't really see a challenge to this. I mean, isn't Florida an open carry state now?
Well, they could probably say it's a castle law. The bear came near my house.
I have no clue if there's a bear problem. I thought there was more of a alligator problem or something.
I thought there's more of a giant python problem.
Or snakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is some kind of loss to this. I don't really know what it means. It's kind of weird. Because I got the Six of Cups in the end, Knight of Cups, and my lost card, the bad karma and broken.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like something that's happened in the past or something naive with his proposal will have some karma attached.
I would presume following DeSantis around is like a giant karma stew.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the cards I'm getting aren't really saying like, boom, it's going to be overturned. It's more like like the law will have regrets. Maybe it'll have accidental killings of citizens or something. I don't know. It doesn't feel like there's a lawsuit or whatever to overturn it, but there's going to be problems.
Oh God, there's going to be problems. This is
this.
Yeah, my card is this is death.
Ugh.
Transition, and then people are going to say, "But I just want to do what I want to do." But look at what they got in the middle, Scott. It's the tower. You get the death and the tower in the same thing. And then something's going to happen, and people are going to say, maybe we need to balance this. But because it's got the Four of Wands upside down, it's not going to get settled immediately. But it's whatever it is, it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like rogue hunters or something, or poaching, or I don't know. It doesn't feel good, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be legally overturned.
No,
it's just bad policy. It's going to cause problems, it feels like. It's another Satan win.
It's another thing for gun owners to say, "Look what I got."
Okay, I think someone else mentioned that too.
Yes, I actually heard that on a real news show this weekend. It's a pump and dump thing and the guy who was behind the coins is that guy that they caught that like bought up all the insulin companies or something and price fixed on meds, and they eventually sent him to jail, and he just got out, and he's in stuff. And they said that Barron Trump's name ended up being on the board. Is he 18 now?
Yeah.
And allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, I've heard that the kid has autism, which can be good if you know how to work with it. But if you're in his family, you're kind of doomed.
I mean, you can kind of see it looking at him.
Yeah.
Just pictures or walking around.
If Donald Trump was my father, I'd walked around with an amazed look on my face too. Where the hell did this come from?
Yeah, he does give off that feeling too when you think about him. Not that it's a bad thing, but it feels more like a focus thing.
Yeah.
Like if he focuses on a certain subject in school, he'll ace it. Or if he plays soccer, he'll ace it. You know, not really doesn't feel like a outgoing type person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that too. He's just keeping his government secret.
Yeah, he and
So yeah, 3 cards on the crypto thing with Bannon. Yeah, it's a pump and dump.
yeah.
The devil. Page of Coins is creating money, something new, and 8 of Swords restricted. It probably won't make much or do anything. This
My hit on that is those sorts of deals are great ways to get foreign money into the politics, and because you can all of a sudden have money depending on what bank it passes through. But that's what they're going to find out. A lot of this is foreign money. That's how they're getting it in.
I don't know. Who knows where Bannon and Melania will end up, but
Isn't he like 6'7"? He's gonna be hard to hide, guys.
he's a tall dude, yeah. I don't know, some reason, I don't know. I got the hit maybe like 3-4 years ago. After it's all over said and done, Melania just wants out of the States.
That's right.
She finds her little candy in Italy or something, and her and Bear live in Europe just to get away from it all. Russia and North Korea. The 2 Walking Dead talking talking politics.
I'm just going to ask what will come out of that meeting, if anything. I'm expecting to get 5 cards that are very confused.
I've seen a post by a Russian I follow, and on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He says he's followed Putin for 20, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
He said 100% that was not Putin that went to North Korea. He's talking about how when Putin walks, the real Putin, if he was alive, he always got a right arm swing, not hug anyone.
Yeah,
the video, he walked up, the person walked up and hugged.
He's a germaphobe.
Kim Jong-un. He keeps his distance of everyone.
Okay, Scott, we're not going to like these cards much. I said, what's going to come out of the Russia-Korea thing? It starts with the Ace of Cups. That's not what I was looking for.
That's a lot of love there.
Yeah, then it's got the Queen. So it was better for Russia than North Korea. Just a whole lot of blah, 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 blah between the two of them. A lot of information. But for the two of them, it's like going home. This is like their family time. And it definitely made North Korea came out as a Page of Swords. They'll be the mouthpiece for it, but that came out much better than I thought it
would. Sweet Darling says, they say Alito is delaying the immunity ruling. Most likely.
The witch?
Alito.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one slow walking the immunity.
Well, Clarence wasn't in the court for a week.
No, Alito wasn't.
Oh, it was Alito wasn't. Okay. I knew somebody wasn't.
Yeah. Thursday and Friday for the decision day, Alito was not there. Okay. I did a full spread to see what's up. Okay.
What'd you get? I hope it was a little darker. I mean, darker in the how it's not going to work for them. That works.
In the past, the Ace of Swords. So we got a major breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
The Moon, secret deals. Three of Cups, they did create a deal. So
Yep.
I think this has been ongoing because this isn't the past position. You know, I think there was reports that North Korea gave them weapons or something.
Guns, shoot guns, those kind of guns.
Oh, guns, yeah. Okay, in the current, Queen of Coins, something monetary,
Mm-hmm.
something helpful. Three of Coins, we got an agreement going on.
Mm-hmm.
Nine of Wands, who's got more power? So two authoritarians trying to help each other, puffing their chests, kind of feeling, oh, you know, gimme. Nine of Coins, moving forward. Nine of Coins. It's more of an agreement, how to balance things out.
Mm-hmm.
Page of Cups, here's an offer. The Chariot,
To move something forward.
missiles. I think there's some missiles involved. Chariot is something of movement, something powerful. At first I thought, oh, maybe it's airplanes or something. I'm like, no.
No, they don't build airplanes. They build missiles.
I think there's an agreement for missiles. And Knight of Coins, something in return. Seven of Wands. Putin's lying.
Mm-hmm.
I think that means Putin's lying. Because it's like you're defending yourself in a way. You got this victory, but you got this other wand in the background, you know. So it feels like Putin's got an ulterior motive, of course. And then Page of Swords.
That's who I got.
I help you out. I help you out later.
Mm-hmm. I think it's that Kim Jong Il came out on the short end of the stick. He came out like the kid.
Yeah, I think it feels like it has something to do with missiles.
Mm-hmm.
We need this, that, and the other thing right now, and we'll hook you up later with something or other. It feels like a delayed. So yeah, he just wants to do more damage. And missiles are the best way because running out of troops and they can fire them from Russia's side. Yeah, that's what it feels like, Karen. The Kremlin, whoever was there,
They were representing the Kremlin.
working a Krupp deal. Seriously, even if I don't think North Korea is gonna, you know, just give things, but it feels like there's a tall end on the side of the Kremlin.
I can tell you who's not happy about them talking to each other. China.
Oh, good point. Since we're on, yeah, that's what I think it was Putin's double. And that's what I was saying, that the person I followed, watched, reported on Putin for 30 years, and he said 100% that was not Putin that went to see Kim. And Kim looks weird. We've always thought he's been dead for 2 years.
Well, yeah, I mean, years ago, it was Cash Peters drew a picture, and Kim was in the wall dead, and his sister was running the place. So,
yeah, I see him gone too. Okay. Boy, questions just come in crazy when you're not thinking about it. Then can you look at Ukraine and Russia next 3 months?
okay.
Let's look at the future. Which beautiful cards want that question? This one.
Mm, mm. I can use my pretty cards.
China is running out of women.
Yep. That's what happens when you tell the population to not have them.
And Russia's running out of men. They're all fodder.
Last time that happened, the mothers in Russia went on strike and they forced the government to pull out of Afghanistan. That was the beginning of the end of the Soviet Union.
No clue if it's true or not, but I read reports that the police in Russia are pulling men out of the bars and trying to force them to be conscripts. Join the military. Russia, Ukraine, next 3 months. How many? Like four card lines, kind of like a 3-month line thing.
Oh dear. Okay, it's pretty grim right now. This is like the Hierophant in the card. Orders all struck upside down, and things should be moving faster, but they're just not. They're stuck. That's the world. But their outcome later in the 3 months is Zelensky's going to hold in there, and he's going to keep his people together. And Ukraine's going to have some real help, and it's going to be not just money and guns, but there's going to be some other sort of energetic spiritual help, and it looks good for Ukraine. I mean, it's not good when people are putting missiles on you, but it may be. I'm going to throw some cards on what the Empress means because she's confusing me, but it looks good.
Okay. I got Russia's right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's arguments and battle with the 5 of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
Russia has heavy burdens going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had a blip. I flashed.
Yeah, your speech was not in keeping with your mouth. There were words, but you weren't moving.
Yeah, there was a flash there. Okay, let's start over. There's worries within battle. There's arguments.
Mm-hmm.
Things aren't going so well on the Russia side. There's heavy burdens about this war going on.
Mm-hmm.
They're running out of money, 5 of coins, because Ukraine received a bunch with the 10 of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
That's this week. Did you do next week, or did you do with the whole thing?
I did. I wanted to find out what the Empress was for Ukraine, and what I got is there's going to be some kind of an agreement that's going to turn the swords around, which is going to make it. They're going to be able to move on. This is the 6 of Swords. They're going to be able to move on to a more peaceful place. They're going to be able to put down this burden, and they're going to be able to get away from the emotions of the moon. So I think that some kind of resolution is going to come. I don't know if it's I really have a feeling I don't see the war just stopping unless something happens to Putin.
Yeah, interesting. Because the week after, I have some kind of military action and a high death.
Mm-hmm.
Something happens with a military action, which comes up with a death card. Death can be ending, but we are in war, so the week after shows something big happening, and then it gives a present to Ukraine. Ace of Pentacles and 9 of Cups.
There's a comment about how the Russians are moving their navy back to a safer place.
So Russia has problems here with a death and some kind of military operation.
Mm-hmm.
and Ukraine gets prosperity and a celebration. Something big happens in 2 weeks, according to this. And then the third week, we have 3 of Swords,
Mm-hmm.
9 of Swords for Russia.
Ooh, that's worse than the
A
10
lot
of
of
swords.
fears, a lot of frustrations, some deceptions, and a lot of heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
For Ukraine, Knight of Cups, confidence, and 9 of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
Need to step out of the situation to see more clearly. It feels like there's an ending or starting a slow resolve of ending this in the third week.
I'm going to lay out the third week because that's kind of interesting.
But yeah, I think every week here, things are not going well for the Russia side.
Yep. I got the 9 of Wands for them too. And I got the Tower as their card. Their out card. They're gonna be retreating. They're gonna be pulling back because their 2 cards are the Knight of Wands is reversed, which means if he was moving forward, that's one thing, and the Knight of Cups, the where spirit and caring comes in, is on top. So I think well, one of the things that could happen is if it looks like any way that they can get Trump into a courtroom, that Putin keeps hanging on like Trump's going to be president again and then we'll run the world, right? And
Right.
and it's also, that's right, this coincides with the British elections, and the Brits are about to line up against him. I think, yeah, Putin's been having body doubles for a while.
Some say he has 7.
Well, they can tell by his eyes if they want to really look at it.
Eyes, ears,
Mm-hmm.
body movements. Tammy's wondering about Netanyahu.
Oh, I'm going to ask if his time's limited because he's lost his war cabinet. He doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah. His little whining videos aren't going to give him any favors with us. Weapons have been going there, but we made the point. We ain't giving you weapons to kill.
I'm not going to give you weapons that are like meant to blow nations away to try and go in and have a secret ops and get, hostages out.
Right. Kill a bunch of Gazans. I don't remember everything, but they mentioned something about a 2,000. He wanted 2,000-pound bombs.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's gonna destroy a lot. I worked on those things in the military. They are huge, and they do a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. Netanyahu's not popular at home right now. It's 10 of Cups reversed.
You can see by all the protests.
He's a hangman. He's just hanging in there. He wants to win by being aggressive, doing the swords. I don't see him leaving like immediately because his last card is the Hermit reversed.
So the passage shows he wanted this military victory.
Mm-hmm.
He's shown as a strong man, but it didn't come out the way he wanted it to. So we got this 6 of Wands, that big prize victory. Knight of Swords, that military operation, and Five of Wands. It didn't work out the way he wanted it to. Conflicts, rivals didn't work. So now he's looking for an offer for weapons and gain more strength.
Mm-hmm.
These are all pretty much good cards. Page of Cups, my Chariot, and my Strength card. My Endure card is basically like the Empress Strength. I put them together.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, not Empress. Strength and something else. But so the words I put on it: strength, courage, love, angelic balance, respect, and harmony. So he's losing his power, right? So I think he wants this, these weapons to gain his strength, but he's not getting it. So now he's just whining. In the end, he's gonna have to transition out of the government at some point here.
Yeah, I see him leaving. I see him being pushed in the position of the fool, having to take a new path.
So I got the Hierophant, my government card, in there, transitioning. That's where I felt transitioning. And then the Ace of Swords. There's an awakening happening, some idea, a victory. But with my dark card in there, it's basically saying out of the government in this new idea. So it ain't gonna work out well for him.
No.
And plates are not founded. There's been reports and videos of all the people protesting him, wanting him out. Cabinet left.
The war cabinet left.
Right, the war cabinet.
And that's the only way he could get the military to kind of go along with them, because they had what passes for a moderate in Israel, which is not be a moderate here, but
Bannon's due to go to jail soon.
Andrew McCabe was, I do believe, and this goes back to Steve Bannon's Russian ties. Andrew McCabe was the agent that was in charge of getting rid of all the Russians. Remember when they found all those Russians and they exported all those Russians out of the country? And that whole roll up, all of those agents that were caught that had been here for 20 years and longer, that was Andrew McCabe's thing. That's why when Trump took over, he was so crazy to get rid of Andrew McCabe, because Putin held him personally responsible. So Steve Bannon is part of, he's, for entertainment purposes only, it appears to me the way he behaves that he's a Russian agent, working against this country. And of course he'd try to go against him. And the more that they think they can point their little citizen army they think that they've created towards officials, the happier they are. So.
Yeah, Andrew's the one, after Comey got fired, he started everything. The Russian investigation and everything got, what's his face? Sessions? Was it Sessions? Or no, Rosenstein?
Rosenstein was the
one authorized. Sessions, I think, authorized the investigation. And then poor Donnie wasn't happy, and then fired Andrew. And then Ray had to play nice or he would have lost his job. So I thought I seen Andrew on CNN talking about it. And he's like, I don't care. Let the whiny baby say whatever he wants. He's going to prison. I think Earth Mom was talking about Netanyahu. He's a governor, but when? He's not going to leave. He's either going to croak or get booted out by an election.
Or something's going to happen within the Middle East that it's going to push them out because, there's some nations there that don't want to. They don't want to have a bigger, wider war. It doesn't hurt, and it's certainly not going to help their oil income that they're losing because Biden very cleverly managed to raise our oil reserves. We broke OPEC, so it's taking us long enough.
Timing, I don't know. I get my number 9 death card. I associated number 9 September.
Mm-hmm.
Death card comes out. Something happens within the war. Maybe it ends, whatever. But there's the Chariot taking charge. Some kind of success within the war, and then there's an ending. So maybe it's September. Timing is going to be hard for anything. I mean, the energy of the Russian-Ukraine war, maybe it's just spirit energy of how wars actually last. I didn't think it was going to last this long. That was the energy I was feeling, but in timing, I just don't know. I wish it was easier.
Mm-hmm.
Bannon's trying to get the Supreme Court to intervene in his jail sentence.
I'm sure he's hoping up till the very end that somebody's going to come in and save him.
No one's going to save him.
No.
No.
Does he have to pay extra if he wears 2 prison shirts at the same time?
Pretty sure they give you a prison issue.
Mm-hmm.
I hope detox is fun.
There's a comedian that said whenever he looks at Bannon, he says, I always think he looks like a person if syphilis could get gonorrhea, that's what they would look like.
Oh no. Yeah, I got Andy McCabe's book too.
Mm-hmm.
I like the guy. I like listening to him and Allison Gill for your Witch podcast, but
she has like 4.
Yeah, she's got a whole bunch. I don't think it's the one on Sunday. I think he does one with Peter Strzok and one with Andy McCabe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like Andy. He's a good dude. Yeah, she's got so many. Usually I just listen to those two with Peter and Andy on my drive.
Mm-hmm.
Working. 3 shifting. To think the world has gone crazy with help of 2 farts, Putin and Trump. Yeah. And you got that Nigel dude in UK.
Yeah.
He's not much better.
Oh no, he's bad. He's as bad as Boris, but Boris got caught.
Good point, Karen. All these guys. The Kremlin, Israel, North Korea, all hoping for a Donald victory. Take off sanctions and let them rule the world.
Mm-hmm.
Correct, Liz. The only reason Bannon got off because he had a MAGA judge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead and appeal. 18 months later, we can decide. Ridiculous. I guess there's fighting in Lebanon or something now.
Oh, the Lebanese are getting ready for it. They think it's going to spill over the border.
I'm not up on my world.
I try to catch enough to be able to say I saw parts of it, and I try to get it from decent sources. But if I take a bath in this stuff and read it all day, I just get
Israel going into Lebanon. To me, it feels like a border issue. I don't sense they're going in. It's
I think
it's not
Lebanon's
Lebanon.
more worried.
Those
Lebanon's more worried about the Hamas type guys that are in their country going out after Israel and drawing them into their border.
Oh, okay. You always hear about Hezbollah. Isn't that Syria rebels?
Oh God, I can't. And they all have H's on the front. Really.
There's so much conflict. It's crazy.
And I wish I knew my astrology better because I heard a really good explanation of why after September it's going to be really nuts. From September through our elections is going to be totally bananas time, with all the bad actors struggling to try and stay relevant.
Well, what else would it be? They just lie constantly and storm up fears and.
Well, you and I talked about it. You know, people. I try to be as hopeful as I can with people and just say, you know, keep to your own intentions and watch what your thoughts are. But really, now is the time if you can find a meditation group or just a group of people to sit and talk to or talk with, and that includes us on Sunday morning, but just a place to kind of get some of your fears expressed. Yeah, Uranus and Mars are doing weird crap. Neither of which are planets you want to screw with, ever.
I pulled through 3 on Israel and Lebanon.
Okay.
So I got Moon. There's something secret going on, but then I get the wishes fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
9 of Cups, and then it's 5 of Wands. So it's not really organized. So there's something to this,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because there is some secret dealings, but I don't think it's.
Mm-hmm.
To me, with these together, it doesn't feel like it's organized enough to actually work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it feels like it's a border issue or there's something gets cut off.
What I got was the 7 of Coins. It's something people have tried to work on to get it to grow, but it's not, because then you've got Wands in reverse, which means that it's not moving forward at all. And then at the end, you have the Queen of Cups, and I always view her as a peacemaker. Not necessarily a woman, but someone who's going to be a peacemaker. So I think it's going to get scary, but I don't think it's going to go there.
It's so hard to read on war and battles because there's so much entailed.
I unfortunately wrote a paper in high school. Your senior year, you had to pick a topic and write a big fat paper, and mine was on Germany from the signing of the Versailles Treaty to the beginning of World War II. And this looks so much like it. All these places taken off after each other and people trying to hold on to kingdoms and businesses that they shouldn't have had. It's a lot like that. And somebody said Pluto goes back into Capricorn in September. So, and then it moves out and it doesn't go back. Then we go into the age of Aquarius. So we're headed towards it.
Will Jack Smith go after the Supreme Court? I don't think that's his jurisdiction.
No, I think he's going to work with the court in Florida that has now, I mean, when retired judges who were there at the time Eileen Cannon was selected to do this write editorials, and it was a woman judge saying, we told her not to do this because I thought that they knew what she'd do. When you start seeing that in the papers, it's time for Eileen to be gone.
Well, that story came out of 2 current sitting judges.
Yeah, the 2 current ones came up, and then this woman wrote an editorial and said,
oh, another one did. Okay.
Yeah, she was on the court until really recently.
I think Jack Smith is going to go after Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't go after the Supreme Court.
No.
His jurisdiction is January 6th and anything that goes out from it. You know, if he finds something that Clarence Thomas did, he can push
Mhm.
that off, but I don't think so. That would be Merrick Garland assigning a prosecutor to look into them.
Guys, remember 2 years ago, Clarence Thomas was in the cardiac ward in Washington, and you know, Clarence is looking a little pasty these days.
Alito's not not looking all that great either.
Well, Alito's he's just a little bit younger than me, and when he was in college, he was protesting to have women's right to vote taken away. He was in the 70s. Really?
Is Bannon going to remove Trump's former attorney's evidence? Oh, you mean the crime fraud exception?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's
Mm-hmm.
what she's talking about. Yeah,
I'm going to do a yes no on that. And I know who the guy, I don't know. There's so many lawyers. I'd have to have like a crime scene sheet behind me with
I
pins.
know. I know the guy's name, but I can't think of it right now. Corcoran.
Mm.
Corcoran.
Yeah, he's not his lawyer now.
No. Okay. Is Bannon? I think it's all delay tactics. I don't think she's. If she would remove him, she would get kicked out the case.
Yeah.
That's my sense. Let's see what the cards say. Is Bannon going to remove?
She's going to try.
Crime fraud exception.
She's got the 7 of Cups, this illusion and delusion. She thinks she can do this. They're going to blow up in her face. And then I think that's when the other court comes in.
Um,
And they kind of tell her what for, the King of Swords, get the hell out of here. And they're going to, she's not going to leave of her own accord, but she's going to be gone.
So the first card that comes out is she is thinking about it.
That's her delusions on delusions. That's the 7 of Cups.
I got my decisions card.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking, evaluating a situation. Oh, there's a warning ahead. Then I got my documents card, trying to create something, 3 of coins.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to create documents to create a way. But then I have my universe card. All things that are good.
Mm-hmm.
So that would give me the sense that it's not happening.
Mm-mm.
And then I have what's coming out, page of wands. That's all things in the news, the whistleblower, the speaker. So what she's been told, she is burdened by it. And I think she's already been told, you do this, you're
done.
Justice card. You do this, you're going to be done. So I don't think she has a way out. She was trying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all delay tactic, but I don't think it's possible. I think she's already been told, if you do this, the 11th Circuit will remove you.
Mm-hmm.
She's walking that fine line.
It's not a fine line. It's a big black stripe down the middle of the hallway that she's been.
You know what I mean? The fine line of not getting kicked off.
Oh, yeah. Well.
And delay it as long as she can.
Yep.
Travesty.
Someone says she's become cannon fodder.
But yeah, it's there was a lawyer I seen on Twitter post this out. Just refile it again. If she would miss anything or whatever, just refile it again and pray you get a different judge.
Yeah, well, you'll get a different judge if she's already been thrown off.
Uh, 109. Planets move slow.
Thank you, Rose Blue.
Yeah, Bob Good lost. MAGA Bob lost to a worse MAGA.
With less name recognition, so that hurts him because Virginia is a very name recognition state.
Did you see that Michigan guy
Oh, God.
that had an argument with a stripper? Chased her with a gun, and now he's arrested. Some Republican chair or something. Oh,
The
he's
problem is they do so much outrageous crap you can't even keep it in your head. You know, I hate to say to some lovely states, parts of your state are becoming Texas, and that's really painful to watch it happen.
only the best people.
Mm-hmm.
Rose, I've been saying for 2 years, Ginny is the bar that
Prize
prize.
Thomas from the seat.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm at the gold of my faith. As
Well,
soon as I
maybe
found
they
the
can
what?
maybe they can get a luxury cruise to Guantanamo, which is what she was promising everybody else.
Oh, did you see Adam Kinzinger come out and said he's voting for Trump or Biden?
Oh, very good.
He finally admitted it yesterday. Like the only way forward is voting for Biden.
Mm-hmm.
And all the Elon bots come out raging after him.
Oh, did you see that in Florida they're vandalizing Elon's trucks, his Tesla truck? 13 of them had F Elon
I did see
painted
that.
on them with some very difficult paint to get off the surface of his luxury car. And did you see the video of the Ford truck having to pull the Tesla truck out of the woods?
No, I
Because
missed that one.
it went off road and it couldn't make it. And so this Ford truck had to come get it out.
I've seen other videos where it gets stuck very easily. It's not a truck. So anyway, Rose comments about Jenny. When it first came out that she was helping fund buses and all her text
Mm-hmm.
messages and whatnot, I did a quick meditation and my guide said, at the right time, there is no deals for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
The special counsel Jack will indict everyone
Everybody.
that deserves it.
That's why they're all scrambling all over each other to do everything they can to try and keep Trump viable.
It's like, even if we sense Meadows got some kind of deal, but he's still going to prison. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Feel it in my heart and soul that he is going to prison no matter what.
The only one who got the deal that they really needed was Pecker.
Well, that was Newark, but yeah.
No, I mean, really, he got them.
Yeah, he's the one that did the campaign finance law violation. They gave him a deal to prosecute Trump. This is true. There's mob ties with Cannon's husband. Okay.
All right, rest in prison.
Just looking. Who is supporting Cannon behind the scenes?
Federalist Society.
Most likely. There's a higher authority pushing the buttons.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it because I'm afraid to, but that Federalist Society guy was on the news.
Mm-hmm.
It was like ABC or something. I don't remember which,
Mm-hmm.
but everyone in the comments is like, oh my God, everyone's got to listen to this guy is crazy about what they want to do in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he wrote it or put it out, but I think he was a Federalist Society guy. I was afraid to. Afraid to watch it.
Yeah, but see, Steve's going to walk out. Bannon's going to walk out of his 4-month sentence right into a trial for the stuff he already got convicted for that Trump let him loose on. But it's going to be the state of New York, and he's not going to get away.
Well, that's right. Let's go back and do the debate. I forgot about that.
Okay.
All right.
I think this is one of those questions that you may as well swing your pendulum, because it's going to change every minute, every way that pendulum's. I imagine people's pendulums are making Stars of David over this.
Good Lord. There's a lot of people who think he may not even show up.
Mm-hmm. Well, do we want to ask a specific question, or we want to ask what it's like if he shows up, and what it's like for him if he doesn't?
This is a tough one.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do if he shows up.
Well, then we'll do the read. I'll just do my read.
Okay, do your thing.
After I cards lay out, then I'll tell you what I got when I meditated yesterday. Because I wanted to know. Because everyone's talking, oh, he's not even going to show up. It's going to be bad. Okay. V.
He can't win. In the middle of if he doesn't show up, I got the 10 of Swords, and that's an ugly 10 of Swords. And I got the 10 of Wands, which means it's over. I think he knows somehow or another he has to show up. Because he also got the 9 of Swords. I mean, this is death and destruction all over the place. That's a Palace of Swords. So this is, if he does show up, what's it like for him? Well, the universe is not going to smile on this endeavor. It's just going to be pie in the sky. He's got 2 palaces here. Wands, it's going to look like he's really trying to go forward, but it's going to be very much against him with the Wheel of Fortune. It's not going to turn out like he wants at all, and it's going to cause him a lot of support. So, but if he doesn't show up, it's even worse.
Yeah. So I got my cards laid out, but what I meditate on, because I was like, all right, show me if Trump shows up.
Mm-hmm.
I think he does.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of fear in the background because he doesn't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of fear there. So it's going to be a disaster. He's going to feel like he's going to want to leave midway,
Mm-hmm.
but he can't. Joe feels good. He feels prepared. Like he did the State of the Union. It's going to be a disaster for Trump.
Mm-hmm. And if he doesn't show up, CNN says it's just going to go ahead and ask Biden all the questions they would have asked, and it gives him an hour of time when everybody's showing up to see if Trump showed up or not. So it's going to give Biden a great platform.
Yeah. I grabbed my
okay
dowsing rods just quick to see what this says. Is Donald J. Trump showing up for the debate? Yep. It turned in, so
yeah.
Dowsing rods say he's showing up for the debate. Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. Okay. What I got for the cards. There's a tower.
Mm-hmm.
Community service tower, and the Wheel of Fortune with karma coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's telling me it's going to be a disaster for him. So the 4 of Wands can be the debate, utter disaster, and karma coming upon him. Then I got conflicts. The 5 of Swords. That's your battle card. He's going to be lying too. The abuse of, he's going to struggle up there. And Biden comes in as the magician.
Mm-hmm.
the master of politics and whatnot, and he's going to have a victory.
He's been doing it since he was 39, guys. I don't know why you would think.
In the end, I think we're going to hear about health struggles that Trump's been having for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And it may be in the news or something, but we may see some kind of health thing come up.
Mm-hmm.
5 of coins. Lost, money problems, struggles, poor health, and ruin. The page of wands is that something in the universe, we hear it. And
Mm-hmm.
the 6 of cups is something that's been ongoing from this past. Something broken. So this could be start of a downfall according to these cards.
Yeah.
On the bottom, I have a death card.
Right.
The old Grim Reaper thinking about it. It's also illness,
Mm-hmm.
drugs. Oh, nice. Underneath the death card is my justice.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's going to go well at all.
No.
It's going to show him who he is, what he is on world stage. He has never been in this situation
No.
where he can't speak, he can't fly off the handle.
That's why he wanted that gag order pulled, because he wanted to be able to say all kinds of outrageous crap and not have to worry about anything. Now he doesn't even have that. And what I really love, I want to see what happens to him the first time his microphone gets cut off. And I cannot stand Trump's voice. I mean, I am so good at the fast forward of not having to listen to that man. It's unbelievable. But I'm going to, and I've lost all my Nerf balls in a move. I used to have Nerf balls that I would put by my chair during debates, and I'd throw them at the screen. But,
it's probably going to irritate him having no cheering audience in the background either.
Oh, I know.
That's why he didn't do any Republican debates.
Because there was an audience there, though.
He can't function in a setting of debating.
No, he can't. Especially when there's a bunch of people there, because he can't, that's where he came up with his Little Marco and all those other nicknames. So,
I'll just grab my, since I got them out. What do they say? Will 45 walk out of the debate? It's leaning a yes.
mm-hmm.
Because that's the energy I was thinking. So maybe it's coming off of me. He's gonna feel like it.
We are states apart, but I had the same thing.
Oh, you got yours?
They're waving around. They want to move. Will Trump walk off the stage? He wants to. He's going to want to so bad. It may be at the very end that he storms out, but it's way.
Yeah, he'll probably make up some excuse, yell something about Joe's lying or something, just storm off.
Mm-hmm. It'll just make him look.
I can't stand this place either. After so many years now, it's just like, oh my God. I don't, there's certain Twitter reporters or whatever that use Snapstream and get all these clips.
Mm-hmm.
I just read the comments. I don't even listen. I just can't.
Yeah, I know.
A massive circle for my pendulum.
Yeah, well, she was asking. She said all her pendulum would do is go around in big circles. What's he going to do? It's just
you don't know. The universe don't really know. I mean, he's thinking about it. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know what he's going to do. He can't. It's going to be crazy. Well, thanks, Suzette. We try our best. You need fresh air strips. Honestly, I would just let him sit. Standing at a podium, I wouldn't like that for 90 minutes. Just sit in
I'm
a
not sure I
chair.
could. I'm not sure I could stand at a podium for 90 minutes. I'm not sure my knees would let me.
Okay. Last one and then inspiration.
Um.
Back to the Supreme Court. They messed up again.
Mhm.
So, what are the dates? This isn't the end of the month, is it?
Yes, this week. It's got to be this week.
Well, they have done things. Well, it's got to be before July 4th.
Oh, okay.
They could do something on July 2nd yet.
Mm.
They have went into July before. I guess they got 3 days they're doing this week because they
I
got
presume they want this.
still got
This
like
is.
they still got like 18 things to do yet.
It's like immunity. I take it. The Supreme Court decisions this week will about immunity. We will get it. Will we get it this week?
Okay, here we go. Karen census say Wednesday. Okay. When
I got 5 no's. No, they're not going to make up their mind. No, because they're trying to stall a new beginning. They're completely out of balance. The world is all upside down. And they're going to claim it's because they haven't been able to piece it together yet.
okay.
I'm going to see if it's going to be July 2nd.
Doesn't make much sense. But in the past position here, I got.
Thank you, Lois.
Oh, bless you, Lois.
Mm.
I got 2 women here in the past, a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Coins. Oh, I don't know why, but I think it's the MAGA women, the wives. What ones I getting? And the devil.
Okay.
The devil addiction with the wives. So I
Okay.
got 2 wives coming in the past. Moving forward, my angelic card of doing the right thing. We got a victory, and then anxieties with the 9 of Swords. Some painful ending. I don't think they want to release it.
No, they don't.
In the end, Knight of Coins. It's patience, but it can be a decision,
Mm-hmm.
a gift. The Hermit. Still thinking about things. And then a decision with the 3 of Coins. I think there is.
Do you think there's going to be a decision this week? Because I asked if it was going to be in July, and I got a yes in July.
Oh.
And what I got was they held it off as long as they possibly could. They finally had to speak what was going on. It's not going to be the complete transition and change we want, but it's Amy Coney Barrett's the one that's pushing their butts to get something out there because I think the guys would hang tough. And it's going to be tossed back to New York, so they have to do more work on it.
Don't say that. On the bottom, I got wishes fulfilled.
Okay. Well, maybe New York can do it quickly.
So my Knight of Coins showing me that icon of a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the Hermit. That's all about thinking about things and doing it. And then my 3 of Coins is your order.
Mm-hmm.
Some documents coming out. So I asked if this is gonna be this week. So we might as well. We want to grab these again one more time.
Okay.
All right, Pendulum and Universe. Will SCOTUS decide on immunity this coming week? And it's going.
Yes. We moved at almost the same time, and we both got a complete cross.
Complete cross, yes. Let's do it. Yeah, Steve. Nancy got confused there. It's DC, not New York. Just a slip of the tongue. There's so much going on.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's all that stuff on the East Coast. Where I come from, we don't pay attention to those people.
technically, you're a Midwesterner, aren't you?
I'm from Chicago.
And you are in Central Time Zone, so.
Oh yeah. I never moved out of this time zone. Although in Chicago I lived on the easternmost part of the time zone. You don't realize how much difference it makes. We used to see the sunset when I was a kid at 4 in the afternoon, and it never sets that early here. We're almost 3/4 the way across. So.
All we need is an ending, and we'll let Tanya Chuckin deal with it.
Right.
At least we know what's out of SCOTUS. I get the feeling with 4th of July coming up, Clarence wants to get on the road with that lovely RV he's got,
He could have gotten the wonderful one from Oliver. John Oliver offered him one if he just quit. It was the most magnificent RV I've ever seen. It was in his studio. So it's just waiting here for. Oh yeah.
$1 million RV.
Oh, at least.
Retire, and this is yours since you're a man.
Yes. Yes.
You're a man of the people.
Yes. I mean, it looked like a military operation. That thing. So.
When did Oliver do that?
Oh, it was 2 months ago.
Oh, was it? I missed that one. I listen to him sometimes, but never often.
I build them up, and when I want to just sit and laugh and cry because he's so real about what's going on, that
True.
I'll watch it because I just can't take any more of the other stuff. And there's only so many readers and people I can watch before I start going nuts.
Yeah, especially the dark side. In my mornings, I usually listen to on my drives, I usually listen to the 3 night show hosts.
Mm-hmm.
Like Seth Meyers.
Yeah, Colbert and
Kimmel. Yeah. I listen
Did you hear what Kimmel said?
To their intros.
Somebody put it in the notes here, but Kimmel said he was going to run around and create a crime spree in New York so that he could get his cell next to Trump's and he could broadcast a show from there.
Oh, that's right. I got to watch that. Jasmine was on Jimmy.
Jasmine is incredible. I've met her. I've talked with her. She lives in Dallas. She's from South Dallas. She's from an area that I used to live in. And I knew her when she was in the state legislature, and she's brilliant.
Okay. Daily inspiration on Sunday.
I've got mine. You want to shuffle yours and I can go?
I usually just cut where I feel to cut to get.
Okay. I'm using the Crystal Oracle deck, and our crystal for today is reflection in the mirror. And these pretty crystals have a diamond-shaped face in the crystal that makes like a little mirrored surface. And what this crystal assists with is truly reflecting yourself, moving beyond the illusion and moving towards truth, deeply reflecting your soul and realizing and accepting all the aspects of yourself, which is kind of what I had read earlier. And the message of this diva is you are currently being offered an opportunity to master the powerful lesson in your life that has been shown to you through your own reflection, your current situation, the challenges and struggles in the mirror of what's going on that are within you, and the opportunity to see things from a different perspective. And it says the pitfalls of dealing with this one is, are you blaming or pointing the finger at someone? Are you getting, or are you seeing the beauty in someone else? Are you confused about what you need to overcome in your own personal life? Whatever's going on around you, the mirror is your own inner reflection. You're encouraged to go within, open your heart, and understand your world. So that's the diva we got this week, guys. Mirror reflection. What you get?
So I grabbed those
Yes.
that you used before. And I got you the same card.
The Ten of Cups. Good.
Life is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Love to fill your life.
Mm-hmm.
Be happy. Because it only gets better after this.
That's right. That's right.
Enjoy your time here on this earth and stay out of that negativity and whatnot. I know it's frustrating, but just do a face palm, another Trump speech or whatever, we will get through this, but there's light at the end of that tunnel. Everything's better.
Okay.
Enjoy ourselves while we're here. And then I grabbed 2 from my deck.
Oh, good.
The Divine Feminine has your back. Stay in unconditional love. And remember that every choice you make, every road you travel, that is your soul's desire.
Right.
That is your path. So there's no mistakes because Divine Feminine has your back.
Kathy D. Scott, are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Kathy D. asks, these are dowsing rods, and they swing and they loose, and if you practice with them and you put them out and you say, tell me what means yes, and it just moves. I mean, they just move by themselves. Okay. And then you say, tell me what is a no, and it goes out the other way. Woo! Goes all the way around.
They're much more accurate, in my opinion, than the pendulum.
Well, yeah, they give you a definite yes or no, but you have to decide, because I have friends that moving out is a yes and crossing is a no. You have to set up how your body works the energy.
Right.
And I had a guy I was trying to teach how to use dowsing rods, and his left side, that the rod would do everything. The right one would never move. And I couldn't figure, I mean.
Weird. Yeah, it's really strange. Back when I was farming, I used dowsing rods and didn't even to find water.
Mm-hmm.
If we had a leak or we needed to patch a line to put another water fountain somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
I would have grabbed 2 number 9 wires and just bent them in that way and kept.
You can use a Y-shaped stick,
and it worked. It was right there, found the water.
That's what I use to work ley lines, because they work much better when you're walking. I mean, you have to stand still and say, am I in the right place? And it'll tell you. And that's how I've been measuring that they've grown. The ley line in front of my house has grown.
Yeah. So yeah, I believe in dowsing rods. They work. It's the same energy, but I'm just saying for my use in trying,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the dowsing rod more accurate than a pendulum.
Yeah. Well, people don't check, and pendulums change when you're working. I teach a little bit about working with pendulums on my show on Tuesday sometimes, and I have a lot of dowsing charts. And I gave my grandson for his birthday yesterday a whole book on dowsing with a pendulum, because it was full of dowsing charts, and that kind of helps you. And if you know what that means, it means if you have a specific subject, you can put it over that. But the thing about dowsing is it's very personal, because you're actually bringing the energy through your body, and you need to check every time, am I safe to douse? Am I dealing from my higher self? And am I protected? And The only time I wasn't protected is when I went back to the vintage store after I'd been away after COVID, and I was in there and I got myself. Yeah, I have permission to dowse stuff. I said, "Am I protected?" It was a pendulum, and it literally flew out of my hands and went across the store. And I went, "Whoa! There's something in this store that it doesn't want me to dowse until I protect myself." And I went around the store and I found the booth that it was, and I sealed it off, and then I was okay. But water dowsing and um, yep.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works. Just
Hmm.
walk around, you'll find the water line.
And if you're really interested in dowsing, go to my website, and I have a folder called resources, and there's a thing in there. It's called A Letter to Annie, and it was written by a man who was one of the most incredibly important dowsers in the U.S. as far as really explaining it all. And it's like a 45-page PDF you can just copy off. The group he was with gave it to me for free and said, "Yeah, pass it out. If you want to know more about dowsing, that's where you can go find it." And I've never worked on a farm, so I've never went looking for water.
It'd be the same thing if you wanted to figure out where your water line is, the house, if you lost the maps.
I live in a condo. If they don't know, I'm screwed. So
I never
thank you.
tried. I wonder if you could find like buried electric cable or.
Yes, whatever your intention is. Yeah, if you read in his book, he talks about it, and there's a guy you can find his YouTube shows that he's on, and he's dead now, but it was when they were recording him, he was teaching people how to do it. His name was Hamish Miller, and he went all over the world with his dowsing rods, finding ley lines and connections and portals. You find everything with them.
Believe it. Believe it.
And that's a lesson you didn't think you'd get today on our show.
No. Nope. Always a mystery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Scott and I are very mysterious. We are very.
Mysterious ones. Just so mysterious.
I know.
Yeah. So we got our hometown festival today or this
Oh,
week,
cool.
this weekend. It's been crappy all week with storms and rain.
Oh, that's man. Yeah.
It's not supposed to rain today, but a little windy and whatnot. But they're having a chicken barbecue, so we're gonna go
Ooh.
and support the community and have some chicken barbecue.
Mm-hmm. I
So
used to love those when we used to vacation in Wisconsin, and they used to have the chicken they were cooking was on one set of grills, and then they rolled corn. They would start corn at one end of this long lay of coals, and they had a grate over them, and they just roll the corn down it. And at the end of that corn, it was the most magnificent stuff. We don't do this.
happy days, Deanne. We got this. We got this, girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mandy. I hope you have a blessed evening over there.
Yep.
Bye, everyone. Have a great one.
Okay, bye, everybody. Take care.